Hi everybody, in this morning video from City Insider, I will bring the latest Manchester City update. We'll start with Man City offer to Cambiaso revealed. Earlier in the season, the Azuri star was linked with a move to Real Madrid, but Manchester City now appear determined to include him in their squad for the second half of the campaign. This interest has placed both Cambiaso and Juventus in a position where they must carefully consider his future, particularly if City submits a substantial offer. Turning down the reigning Premier League champions is not an easy decision for any player. City boasts significant financial power and are managed by Pep Guardiola, a coach many players aspire to work with. Juventus, on the other hand, may be tempted to sell if City presents a significant fee, particularly as the club navigates financial and squad-building considerations. Pundit Fabrizio Lucchesi has also weighed in on the situation, highlighting the potential difficulty for Cambiaso in resisting such an offer. Speaking to Tatamerkatib, he remarked, "We need to understand the player's will. He has the opportunity to go to a top team at world level, and he would probably be offered at least double the salary. In this way, saying no becomes complicated. However, if the player is not in the right frame of mind, it is better to sell him." Indeed, Cambiaso would face a significant financial incentive should he move to City, with the club reportedly capable of tripling his salary and offering additional benefits. Such a prospect makes the decision even more challenging for the player. While Juventus may prefer to keep Cambiaso until at least the summer, the allure of playing for a top team under Guardiola, combined with financial rewards, could make it difficult for both club and player to resist. The coming days will likely be decisive as all parties weigh their options. Erling Haaland's new contract release clause. Erling Haaland's new Manchester City contract reportedly contains a staggering release clause, but the figure is nothing when compared to stars at Barcelona FC and Real Madrid. On Friday, the news broke that the Norwegian striker has signed a 9.5-year deal at the Etihad that will keep him at the club until the summer of 2034. His previous wages of £375,000 a week have reportedly been upgraded by £125,000. But the figures do not include bonuses and image rights. However, the 24-year-old does have a release clause in his new deal, which can be triggered from 2029, but a club would not only have to wait 5 years to activate that clause, they would have to bid a massive £250 million. That exceeds the current world record fee of £200 million when Neymar moved from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain in August 2017, but it's also an amount that pales into insignificance when Jude Bellingham comes into the equation. The England international moved to Madrid in 2023 from Borussia Dortmund, signing a 6-year deal worth £342,000 per week. His release clause, though, is almost inconceivable. A club currently need to bid around £871 million to be able to hold talks, and Bellingham isn't the only La Liga player in that situation. Real Madrid teammates Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Eduardo Camavinga all reportedly have the same niche inserted in their contracts. And at the Nou Camp, 6 of Hansi Flick's players are said to have clauses that match that figure. Pedri, Gavi, Ronald Araujo, Ferran Torres, Jules Kounde, and Ansu Fati also currently command a bid of £871 million to leave Barca powerless to reject an offer. The negotiating tactic has become increasingly common in European football, allowing clubs to safeguard against losing players on cut-price deals. Club confirms Omar Marmush exit. Manchester City are making waves in the January transfer market, with a surprise move for Eintracht Frankfurt star Omar Marmush. The Egyptian forward is reportedly on the brink of a blockbuster transfer to the Premier League champions. The 25-year-old was noticeably absent from Frankfurt's squad in their recent Bundesliga clash against Borussia Dortmund. The club quickly confirmed that Marmush was left out due to ongoing negotiations with another team. Speculation points heavily toward Manchester City, who are believed to have reached a verbal agreement for his signature. Eintracht Frankfurt are currently in talks with another club regarding the transfer of Omar Marmush. As a result, he is not included in the squad today, the German club revealed on X, formerly Twitter. Marmush has been on the radar of several top clubs after his stellar debut season at Frankfurt. He racked up an impressive 17 goals and 6 assists in the 2023-24 campaign and has already surpassed those numbers this season with 20 goals and 14 assists in 26 appearances. Liverpool and Arsenal were once considered favourites to sign the forward. Liverpool's interest grew after Marmush expressed his admiration for playing alongside Mohamed Salah, calling it a fantastic feeling. However, City moved swiftly in January, overcoming initial setbacks when Frankfurt rejected their first bid. Reports, via Fabrizio Romano, suggest that personal terms have now been agreed, and the deal is set to cost City €80 million with add-ons included. Kyle Walker exit is done. Kyle Walker is saying goodbye to his Manchester City teammates today ahead of a move to AC Milan. That's according to journalist Mario Contirio, who reports that the Manchester City fullback is closer to Milan than ever before. According to his information, Walker did not train with Manchester City today. He spent the day instead saying goodbye to the club and his teammates. He already has an agreement in place with Milan. His arrival would stop Marcus Rashford's potential arrival, as he would take up a non-EU slot in AC Milan's squad. This is backed up by journalist Matteo Moretto, who also reports that Milan are closing in on Walker. According to him, the hope is to have the deal finalized in the next few hours. Walker will sign a contract until 2027 with the Italian club. He's already had the deal in place with them for several days. Walker will move to Italy on a free transfer and is in talks with Manchester City to terminate his contract. The deal now seems to be progressing rapidly, with everyone in Italy, particularly at Milan, confident of getting it done in the next few hours. Man City in contact with Liverpool target. Manchester City have been in contact with a £50 million Premier League star. However, he wants to join rivals Liverpool instead. According to the Eye, Man City have been in contact with the representatives of Kerkez to hold talks over a potential move to the Etihad. The Cherries value the Hungary international at £50 million. However, Kerkez wants a move to Liverpool over either Man City or Man United at this stage. Liverpool director of football Richard Hughes was the man who brought Kerkez to England during his time at the Vitality Stadium, something which is playing a part in his current preference over a move to Anfield. The 21-year-old has been in fine form for Bournemouth this season and is being dubbed as the next Andy Robertson by the Eye. However, if City have their way, they will manage to persuade him to move to Manchester over Merseyside, something that doesn't look likely at this stage. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.